Kathy Roganella.
And I'm Nancy.
And we are from Inspired Needle. A lot has happened in the last 3 weeks since our last video.
She's one tired puppy.
I am very tired. I probably have big bags under my eyes.
She hasn't had a day off in 3 weeks.
But that's okay.
She may get one.
It's fun. It's fun. That's why I do it. That's why we do Galleria. Why I do Galleria. Why I choose to do. Because it's something, even if I never had a shop, I would probably still do those festivals. I love them. That is in my blood, and I think that's the most fun thing. So if you ever have a chance to come to Galleria, go to a retreat, go to another get-together, whatever it may be, celebration of needlework, do it. It's a lot of fun, and it's memories that you'll have forever. It's wonderful. But I digress. I am so sorry. We said that we were going to do all this filming when we got to Galleria, the room set up, and none of it happened. I am sorry. I just got a big blow on our first day there, and I have not been able to recover from it yet. So I'll tell you just short and sweet. I am not saying it so that you feel bad for me or anything. It just, that's my excuse as to why we didn't get any filming done.
You were set back.
Yeah. I was kind of pushed off my game there for like a whole day, and consequently ever since. But we got to the hotel. First, we were late getting started. Some of it was my fault, some of it wasn't. But we probably set off about 3 hours later than I intended. We got to the hotel late, which was fine, still plenty of time. Went to dinner. My friend Beth Seal of Summer House Stitchworks was there. The two of us went to dinner with her. Come home from dinner, and there I am. You know, she drove because we only have a 2-seater in the U-Haul van that we rent. And we come back from dinner. I'm like, you know what? The van's right there. I'm going to pull it up to the curb in the back of the hotel. That's where we always unload, because the elevator goes all the way down to the lower level, and then boom, you just wheel it right out. So I said, I'm going to move my van over so we can start unloading, because we still had to unload the whole van. So I did that. Nancy went and grabbed some carts. We start unloading. We take a load up, come back down. Set up the second load. We both wheel it up. Now, most of the time we have a third person with us, but she's been sick and we miss you. Hi, Kathy. Hope you're feeling better. If not, that you'll have some relief soon. But anyway, we usually have a third person, and not to be security conscious or anything. We just have someone unloading the van while 2 people are wheeling loads of stuff up to the room. And so we came down, brought it up to our room, the second load, come back down, and now I'm having a hard time. I'm trying to shove the key into the lock of the van, and it's not going in, and I'm not understanding. It's not making sense. And then I realized, hey, the lock looks funny, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And sure enough, I was able to just open the door. Someone took a punch, ice pick, I don't know what they did, a screwdriver. They punched out the locks in the van, and they broke in the cab of the van. My purse was in there. Stole my purse, Nancy's backpack, stole her backpack. And it's just been awful ever since. So, had to go alert the police. Then it was like 2.5, 3 hours with the police, and on and on. And anyway, long story short, we didn't get the van unloaded until like midnight. That was about the last time we took the last load up. It was just awful.
I think I got to bed at 1 or 1:30 in the morning. Kathy was about a half hour later than that.
About 2 a.m. And then that just spiraled, and we were late, and then later and later, and normally I'm undone and we're setting up, and we're probably, a third of the way, maybe not quite a third, but at least maybe a quarter of the way done with setup on the first night, because we're usually done unloading by 7, 8 o'clock, and then we have another 5 hours or so before we go to bed, and a lot of that we've unloaded, we've moved furniture around, so it's just been bad. recovering from it, but it'll still take some time. So I'm sorry that it was just too much stress on me to then say, oh, ha ha ha, let's do a Flosstube video.
Right.
So I'm sorry, and I know there's a lot of good videos. I started watching one this morning from, what did I say? It was 911 Stitcher, I think.
I think that's what you
I've
said.
never seen her before, and she popped up on my feed, and I started watching it, and so it'll be fun. I don't have any pictures. I think I put on my Facebook page, please, if you have pictures. I didn't get anything. My phone was in my purse. The phone was stolen, and I would have been snapping pictures left and right. And I guess there was just this like cloud kind of over Galleria for me anyway. So I mean, it's great.
Right.
I still had a great time, but there was just this little.
Right.
So anyway, done with that. We'll move on. It'll get better.
You want to say anything else about Galleria, or that's it?
Dates?
It was a wonderful time. I'll just tell you, the attendance was phenomenal.
Yes, it was.
And thank you all of you that came.
All of you that took time out of your busy schedules, your work schedules, arranged, paid money for airfare, hotels, everything you spent with the vendors, the stash you bought, everything. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I know the vendors do too. I did not hear any complaints at all from the vendors. We tried something new this year, and I didn't want to give it away before everyone got there. We tried on the 3rd floor, and I think it was successful. It was kind of mixed reviews. Some of the vendors on the 3rd floor felt a little secluded, but there were no complaints as far as how their sales were and everything. And we'll see. I have a couple different ideas rolling around in this little brain of mine of how I would do it next year. But other than that, everyone else was thrilled with the extra vendors, and I think, we have we have a waiting list like this long of potential exhibitors that want to come.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I won't say a waiting list, but we don't sign them up until the end of this year.
Right.
What were you going to say?
We're just going to say that we don't have an official attendance number, I don't think.
It's a lot. It's a lot over last year. I just have to verify last year's number, but.
Right. So I was just going to say, when we give you that official number, here's hoping we're going to top that big time next year.
Oh,
because now I want all of you to sign up all your friends and your relatives and your neighbor down the street to come next year to Galleria.
Yeah.
And speaking of next year, Kathy's going to hold up.
Here's the new card. These were given out to all our members, and anyone who attended got one of these cards. So there's the date right up here, September 16th through 19th, 2020. So plan for next year. These are your dates. The room block is not open yet. I haven't finished paying off the invoices for this year. Once I settle up with the hotel, then they will release the room block. I guess I can't blame them. They don't want to release more rooms to me if I haven't finished paying this year. So
right.
We're still working things out. They had a new sales guy that was working with me like maybe 2 months ago. They took my normal guy out, promoted him, and then they put another guy in, and there were a couple of little snafus that took place, and we're just trying to work through those before I settle up with them. And if you have any compliments, I don't want to say compliments because everyone loved it, and thank you all, everyone who wrote in to me, emailed,
phone calls,
and told us what a wonderful time you have. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. We love getting the feedback because then we know we're kind of on the right track. But if you have any, and I won't say complaints, I'll say constructive criticism,
suggestions,
yes, please send those along. I do really take all that to heart. So if you want to tell us something that maybe you weren't really pleased with, then go ahead. Feel free. I don't shy away from that kind of thing because that's the only way to make the show better. Because I want to listen to what you have to say, because without you guys attending and the vendors vending, there's no need to have a Galleria show. So
exactly.
So feel free. I won't get my feelings hurt if you didn't like something, so just go ahead and tell us.
Okay.
Okay, some unfinished business. Last time we had our giveaway was the Scarlet House, what kind of cat was he? I just called him the cat.
Button-eyed cat?
Button-eyed cat, yes, thank you. Our winner was Peggy Newton. Peggy, we haven't heard from you, and if we did, if you sent an email, it could have been in this whole Galleria madness that I lost the email or whatever, or I didn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so please, if you did write to us again. We'd love to send you the button-eyed cat pattern. Last time we had this. You were to answer. This was the French Country Witch.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to know how many of you have stitched a JBW pattern, and a lot of you have not, and I'm surprised because Judy she's a long time designer. She's been out there. I'm not sure. I don't want to make her older than she is, but I want to say at least 25 years she's been designing. So maybe not that long, but at least 20 years. So, but anyway, we have a winner. We did a random number generator and we drew for that, and that winner of this cute little pattern is Randomly Bookish Gina. So Gina, get a hold of us, email, I'll put it below, or you can call us, whatever you want to do. Get a hold of us and we'll send you out your pattern.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you to everyone that took the time to write a comment. We appreciate it. We love listening. Huh. We like reading all your comments.
Mm-hmm.
We probably didn't have a lot of time to be commenting to all of them because of what we went through the last couple weeks, but we are slowly recovering. We'll get there. And hopefully I'll have some time to go back and catch up on some of those comments that people took the time to write.
Okay. What's next?
Let's do the giveaway. Well,
Okay.
no. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so this episode's giveaway is an oldie but goodie also. And this is called, I think it's called Boo or something similar, but this is by Homespun Elegance. And it's not technically a pattern, well, it is a pattern, but it's not a for sale pattern. This was a freebie that Sandra Sullivan did. That's funny.
Sorry.
That's Nancy's text. Uh-oh, here comes our tray too. But anyway, this was a freebie pattern from Homespun Elegance. I'm waiting so it doesn't like beep over me. Okay. It's just 2 colors of floss, and we finished ours into this cute little pillow with some little ruched ribbon there. What we will do for the winner for our question that we're going to ask this episode is, what did I say? Oh my gosh, see, this is what I mean. My brain it's just fried. I have like so much stuff up in there and I have to like let it out slowly. Okay, we're going to ask a question. Oh, so how we kit this up. It's, I don't know if you can tell. Can you tell it's like a gingham fabric?
Is it?
This one's kind of a little hard to see.
Yeah, it is.
And I don't know what happened. It used to be more visible that it was gingham, but it is a gingham. Maybe if I cover. Yeah, there you can kind of see a little better. So we'll give you, since we don't sell it as you like pay for a pattern, what we do is we kit it up with the piece of the fabric. But for this giveaway, I'm also going to add the 2 skeins of floss. I think it's just DMC. So the fabric with the floss, and then you can make your own you can frame it. I think originally Sandra Sullivan sold a hand-painted frame with it, but since we can no longer get that, this is how we chose to finish ours. So the question would be,
Yes.
Halloween stitching. Do you stitch for Halloween? Do you not? Who's your favorite Halloween designer? And you don't have to answer all of those. Just say something about your Halloween stitching.
Okay.
That's all.
That's easy.
Yeah.
And like the video. Be a subscriber, preferably.
And that's it.
And
And
that's
then
it.
next time we will draw a random comment.
All
Okay.
right. What's up next?
Do you have any work in progress? Any whips?
Yes.
I do not have any whips.
I have an FO. An FO, not an FFO, because the FFO person is sitting right here. So anyway, this is Hands-On Designs Scary Apothecary Cauldron Cleaner.
That's cute.
And I stitched this, and I absolutely enjoyed this tremendously.
Oh, we do not have our board here.
Oh, yeah, we don't have a board. I'm going to let you hold it. I absolutely loved that. That was so much fun. And I know some of you may be surprised, but I really enjoyed working with that Kreinik. That was my first time ever.
I know. Nancy told me that. Oh, my gosh. I'm like, really? You are...
I'm probably the only one in the entire Flosstube, or Flosstube, yes, cross-stitching world that likes Kreinik.
Yeah, she told me that. We were talking the other day, and she said something about, she showed me this, and she's like, oh, yeah, I really like using that metallic stuff. I'm like, what? No one likes using it.
I do.
But it turned out really cute. I love those kitties.
They are adorable.
Okay, very good.
Very good.
Where's your little bell?
Oh, I forgot the bell. Well, we'll save it for when...
She's getting like Pam and stuff. They forgot their bell.
When Kathy finishes it for me. So, next up, this chart is going to be the death of me. Let me tell you. Hands-On Designs, Star Spangled Swine Farm. And
are you doing that on 32?
No, I'm doing it on 36. That's probably my problem.
Yes.
So, here, let me tell you. Kathy's... That's still attached.
Okay.
I need to... Kathy's going to hold this up for you. And I did finish... Let me show you this real quick. I did finish this banner.
Is this the
that
top?
Runs along the top. Yeah, that's the top.
Okay.
So this banner is finally finished right here. Okay. I was so excited. I finally get to do the house. And so... actually, the house has started. I did start the chimney. The one chimney.
Which time?
Well, that's what I'm getting at. That's why it's going to be the death of me. So I go and I stitch one day, and the next day, I'm frogging. So I'm really getting irritated.
I don't know if you can tell. I'll get it close. There's like, you can see the holes in there from the house where she stitched and where she frogged it.
It's like
poor Nancy.
Nancy can't count to 5. My first mistake was right here. I needed to stitch 5 stitches past the chimney and then go down to start outlining the roof of the house. And I did count to 5, and because I went down under number 6, and because I couldn't count to 5, it totally threw off everything I stitched on that roof outline. So out it came the next day. So I'm really mad at myself.
Yeah, but still, it's looking good.
It is. I have no clue why I chose 36 count. Maybe so it would fit on an 1/8. I don't know.
Could be.
But anyway, that is it on my work for the last 3 weeks. It's terrible, isn't it? Terrible. No stitching.
It's better than mine.
Yeah, you don't
which
have
is
any.
Nothing. Do you have any finishes?
No, well, just that one.
Okay.
The cauldron cleaner.
I don't have a finish. The shop has a finish, so I'll show you that.
And FFO.
Yes. And I did frame something. Did I do this? Yeah, I did this. I laced it. Oh, yeah, because we had a class here. Oh my gosh, what was I thinking? Like the week before Galleria, I had a class, a finishing class, a lacing class. Oh yeah, sure, I'll have time to do all this stuff. Oh my gosh. But it was a nice little reprieve because our employee here, Winks, we call her Winks because her name's Kathy too, so we're not confused. I'm Kathy, she's Winks. She stitched this pattern for me, and it is from Hindsight, and it's called Cinder Cap. It's really cute. It comes like with a little charm down here. It's just a cute little pattern, and I saw that there was a frame somewhere. I saw the frame and tracked it down that it was a frame from Case Frames. So I called up Kathy from Case Frames and I said, hey, do you have these frames? And she sent me a bunch of them. So I brought it to Galleria and I wanted to get it done. So I'm like, oh, what a perfect excuse to have something that I could demonstrate in our lacing class as how to lace. And this is what I chose to lace so I could have it ready to go to Galleria. So anyway, here is our finished piece. It is so stinking cute. We had it at Galleria and sold a bunch of them. charts and the patterns. Some people just are patterns.
Bell's
frame.
coming out. Ding, ding,
Oh,
ding.
she
We
has
have a
it.
finish.
Some people just wanted the frame. Some people just wanted the pattern. But either way, it was adorable. I love him.
I guess you could put any kind of
Yeah,
fall
any small little thing in there.
pattern in there.
It's cute.
It's
It
adorable.
kind of reminds me of like pumpkin teeth, except there's teeth on the side too. But it's cute.
So,
Okay.
Okay.
Now it's not our finish, but we had. Oh, and I feel so bad, guys. You guys, I had the Heart in Hand trunk show at Galleria, and it's all packed away. I have to send it back onto the next shop. So I'm sorry I didn't get any photos of that. I didn't get any video. You guys would have loved it. Cecilia sent so many wonderful designs for the trunk show at Galleria. So I'm sorry we can't have that part of it, a part of our video. But here's something that we did have. These we did show. I'll put this down here. These we did show last time. This was the mystery sampler, the Halloween Shadow Box Mystery, and those were the first 3 designs. And she has these cute little potion bottles. That's like part of the embellishment. And then part 2 came out, which is the other 2. I forgot which 2. Yeah, the top one, this and this. That's for part 2. But she also sent us. This is Nancy from FaithWorks. She sent us the model, and like here's your little embellishment kit.
Yeah, I remember we showed them the bottles, and I think just the
Oh, we did.
empty
Oh,
tray.
that's right. We showed them. Oh, yeah. We showed the empty tray. Well, anyway.
That's okay.
Yes.
Just take a nap while we're going through this.
This is the model.
It's adorable.
It
How did
is
she had
so-
attached those bottles? Or
We
did
it because
That's right.
we were afraid if someone knocked it over that we would break the models or break the bottles of this that didn't belong to us, because this is just like consignment and not our model. So we wanted to be very careful. So we stuck some little 3M's tacky stuff on there. But here is the finished thing. If you are interested, we still have a few kits left. Still waiting on the fabric, but we made some other substitutions and we're just going to use a different fabric for it. So again, Halloween Shadow Box Mystery, part 1 and 2, this is all done. And it's a really simple, we have all the parts, the bottles, the box, the fabric, the thread, all that. And Nancy from FaithWorks also said, well, you know, since I'm sending you the Shadow Box model, how would you like this other new one? And she told me, and I'm like, sure, whatever. Oh my gosh, when I unwrapped it, I'm like, how cute is this? And I'm sorry, oh yeah, I do have the pattern. This is the pattern, and it comes in this package. It's got all the little parts in it, your box and all that. Wait till you see this, guys.
Adorable. They loved it at Galleria. We sold very many of these.
I love fall a latte. And it says on the side, Fantabulous Fall. And it's just stitched. The box is painted. You paint it. And then it looks like it's fabric covered, the top, with this leafy design. I think all that's in there. And then this you just stitch on banding. Very, very pretty. And you get this
and
cute
that's
little...
all included too, banding and threads.
No threads. I think you add your own threads. Chart, natural paper mache heart box resin topper, fall fabric for the lid. Yep, the linen banding. Oh, and the floss. Yep, you get it all.
Awesome.
You just have to buy your paint to paint the box, this orange color.
She probably tells you what.
Yeah, she gives you the number. It's a Americana, the Deco Art paint from Michaels.
Cool.
There we go. Another.
Somebody's trying to get a hold of me. I wonder who.
Okay, new stuff at the shop. Oh, something else we had at Galleria, which had I been more prepared, I would have had more than just this one sample to show you. But sampling of memories, that's LaDonna Snellbaker. She had some floss fobs and scissor fobs that she sent us for just to kind of sell there. But I also ordered some Halloween ones. So this is one of the Halloween ones. and you can see the design. And I forgot to get all the rest of them. These were super cute for Halloween. We had these for sale in our shop, and I think in the logo room too. But we also had, and here's just one example. We also had a bunch of other just other designs. So what I'm going to do with these, because we have a whole different bunch of designs, I'm just going to do like what's in the box or unboxing video, and I'll maybe attach it at the end of this one, so you can see kind of what some of the styles are.
Cool, and I'm overdue for a clearance
Oh,
video.
more than
we'll get
overdue.
around to that too.
I'll have to crack the whip. Okay, new stuff in the shop
New stuff in the shop. Yep.
is 5 and 6 of the Lucky 13 Club. So we have Frank and the Mummy, and I can't wait. I haven't started either one of them, but I'll get there. Maybe at my retreat. Ha, who am I kidding? Yeah,
have a few
and
minutes to stitch.
yeah, we have, okay, so we just got back from Galleria. We're home a week. Not even a week. We got home Sunday, unloaded the van. Oh, and get this, because of the little break-in on Monday, last week Monday, I was afraid to load the van because now I have a van with broken locks. I didn't want to load the van. So Nancy and I, and thank God for our friend Mary. Hi, Mary.
And BJ helped a little
And
bit
BJ
too.
too, yeah.
And Pam and Debbie a little bit. And
Yeah.
then we sent most of those people home, so it was me,
And Robin,
Kathy, and
yeah.
Mary. We sent Robin home.
But we loaded the van Sunday
Sunday.
morning, then drove 5 hours home to Chicago. And then, because
And
my
loaded the
husband
van
had to be out of town
for work.
on a business trip,
Mhm.
we unloaded the van.
Mhm.
That was I was like a zombie the next day. I couldn't even function. I did work. I know I was here. Oh, because we bring our computer from the shop and we enter, the sales, that's in my Inspired Needle room. But the sales from the front registration room, and then now we had room 401, which was selling like logo items, drinkware, t-shirts, stuff like that. That all has to get entered into the computer, and I have to reconcile it. So that was pretty much my whole day Monday. And by Monday night, I was here till 12:30, I think, on Monday night.
Wow.
That was a long day.
We were already on our way home from Galleria. I was writing notes. And we were brainstorming, so we have some new ideas for us improving things. One of them being registration, and hopefully not using that ancient register that we're using. But that thing is, in my opinion, something's better than nothing. So
Yeah, it's better than just taking the money, putting it in a cash box, and marking
marking
a
a
slash on a piece of paper.
Right. So we're there. So it's better accuracy. So anyway, enough Galleria. So you're Lucky 13.
Yeah, so that came in new.
Mm-hmm.
New from Cecilia, Heart and Hand, is Winter Whirligig. This one is so pretty. I really love this one.
Right. And we have plenty of those tarts available, right?
Yes, the heartware, the bowl, or like she shows it in with this little cloche on top. That's the small one. That's not the bowl. That's just the tart. And then I think she said that cloche is just like from Michael's.
Okay, cool.
The last part of Square Dance. This is October, November, December. Very cute. I freaked myself out as we were going through the models, packing them back up, getting them ready. And she said she had the framed piece. Oh, it wasn't the Square Dance, but for this other set of models, she said the frame piece and the individual, like pillows or something. I couldn't find these 4 of them. No, we had 1. I couldn't find 3 of them. I'm like, what's going on? Where do we lose them? I didn't pack it up. Someone else packed it up, and only to find out that they were all 4 of them. I marked it off as 1, and all 4 of them were, of course, in this frame piece. I just made myself crazy. I was like hyperventilating that I lost these models.
She needs about 48 hours sleep
Yeah, I do.
and no work. So.
Waxing Moo, these are so cute. And I just posted, I copied the picture from the original person, and I don't know who did it. Someone posted to Stitching with the Housewives, the Halloween one of this waxing moon. This one though is Turkey Trio, but they did it in a bell pull and vertical, and they had all three, and then put it on some like checked fabric in the background, and it was just so pretty. But I really like these trios from Waxing Moon. That's the newest one, Turkey Trio. Well, not the newest. And then we also have Christmas Tree Trio. Those are also cute. Everything's cute. Okay, and then big drum roll. Brenda, our favorite. Well, not our favorite designer, but a favorite designer here at the shop.
Your favorite, not. Sorry, I like her too. I did. I haven't stitched any of her charts yet.
Stop it. Anyway, Brenda sent us some new stuff. She has some needlework labels.
These are cool.
Yeah. So this is what you get, a little package of needlework labels. These are $8. Sampler labels. So here's two different 10 labels.
Oh, cool. And would you like attach that after you've framed
I would
your
put
piece?
it on the back, yes.
And put it on the back, okay.
I would, after it's framed, I would stick this on the back so that it says who stitched it, the year it was completed, the design title, the designer, these actually would be perfect for our shop models.
Yes, they would, because yet again today, we were slammed today for some reason.
Gosh, we were so
Everybody
busy, guys.
came in at one time.
Yes.
And
we're
it
so
never
busy.
fails. They're up right above me on the wall, or in front of me, I should say.
And nothing gives a shop owner more fear in the heart than to see someone fondling, maybe not fondling, that's not the right word, see someone messing around, touching your models that are on the wall and hearing, oops. Oh my gosh, that's like, why are you touching the models, first of all?
Right.
And what do you mean, oops? So that scared me.
And of course, they come in and they want the model, which of course is not labeled.
No.
And I'm like, Kathy, when are we gonna label all the rest of these models? Oh yeah, we'll get to it. It's not that important. And of course, the next day somebody wants the one.
Yep, that's not labeled.
It's not labeled, but maybe I should be the one cracking the whip here.
Well, why don't you just be proactive? How about
Oh,
this?
yeah, here
Be a
we go.
proactive
I could do
employee and just make the labels.
Well, because you won't let me on your computer. I have to do them over there.
You could do it. You could do it right here. Get it all formatted and then just.
Okay, we will.
I hear cricket now.
I do too.
Uh-oh. We have company.
It's a shop's pet.
We have company in the shop.
Jiminy Cricket's visiting.
Oh, we had like an amputee cricket the other day. It was so funny. It wasn't funny. I felt bad for
It was
him.
very sad.
Because part of his leg was gone. Somehow he must have got slammed in a door or something.
So I scooped him up and threw him outside.
It was
yeah.
He didn't seem to stop him. Yeah, this cricket, he was going great guns.
What happened?
It just rolled over to
Oh,
another.
okay.
So there'll be like a little blip in there because now we started another video. Okay, of course from Brenda, Thanksgiving holiday hoopla. Sorry for the glare. I didn't think to take it out of the package. This is so cute. He's a big fat pumpkin turkey. Very cute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that's all I have. Oh, I forgot my progress, my whips.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you did.
Sorry.
Because you said you didn't stitch anything.
No, I didn't. But I did. Since the last video, I did because I checked before we recorded this. Okay, one last thing before we move along. I have a partial finish of my Lucky 13. Okay, so this pumpkin trio was not done. Completely finished. Yeah, in the last video, and I have now finished it. So
good job.
Waiting for Frank next. Now, I'll ask Nancy to hold this aside. So this is Amy Brukin's version on the 20 count weeks linen carrot. Mm-hmm. And this is my version on Monster Mash. I'm doing mine on 40 count because I'm lazy and I don't want to put 2 strands of floss together. Plus, I just like how it looks. But anyway, any member of our Lucky 13 Club is eligible for this next thing. I think we talked about our special project bag. Well, I had a really bad photo to share, and I couldn't really share it that well. But when we were at Galleria, Gary and Ronny of Garan Tote Bags brought the finished project bag. They made me a sample, so I had it kind of in this dark space up here, kind of just sitting there, and I had our friend Guyleen's version of the Lucky 13 Club. But anyway, if you belong to our club, you are eligible to purchase one of these project bags as soon as Ronny makes them. And that will be sometime next month. But here is the beautiful bag.
Can I put this down now?
Sure, you can put that down.
Okay.
So it is a 12 by 18 bag.
It's adorable. I love that bag.
It's so cute. It's like little Halloween gingerbread houses.
I might
There's
have
the
to
front.
sign up for Lucky 13 just
There's the
because I
back.
love the bag.
Oh, it's kind of upside down because that's the way the fabric rolls. But look at
the
this.
inside.
Look at how he lined up. This is the flap. Look at how he lined up
Yeah.
the fabric. Okay, then it's Velcroed, and look at the inside. The cute candy corn inside. So, anyone watching this, if we haven't asked you yet, we will get around to it, but if we haven't and you're watching this and you want to get a project bag, then just let us know. We're going to put your name on the list, and then we will let Gary and Ronny know that, hey, these however many people
Right. But
want
you
a
have to
project bag.
be
Part of the club.
part of the Lucky 13 club.
If
so.
we are done with all our peoples, and let's say they have a couple extra bags, that because he only bought so much fabric, so that's all we're getting. So anything extra beyond what our club members want, then I think he'll put them out for general sale. But I just love it. It's so cute, and it's so perfect to put my Lucky 13 stuff in here.
Mhm. It's very cute.
Okay, and now
Okay.
I think I am finished with my stuff.
Okay, good. About time.
Thanks for bearing with me. Listen to you. About time. Now,
All right.
now this might take a few minutes.
I'll try to go quick.
Oh, I watched
So-
Pam and stuff while you're getting all that ready. I watched Pam and stuff with all their haul from Galleria.
Yeah?
Oh, it was funny. Yeah, there's a lot.
I'll have to watch that.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, all right, so I have some haul. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta do this first. I have some haul. So prior to Galleria, I bought some things here in the shop because I knew for sure I wanted these. So part of my Galleria funds went to the shop first. So the first, these are all from the Blue Flower. And this one's called The Good Dog. I'm sure we held these up for you.
Yeah, for
We
the
have
trunk
the
show.
trunk show, so we just hold them up real quick. And then I also bought the Alpaca Farm and the Color of Winter. You
My
know, I just
favorite.
love her. Her color choices are phenomenal.
This was my favorite design from Market.
Right.
This, if you go back to our Market reviews, this was Color Winter, was
Yep.
it?
I think she's fast becoming one of my favorite designers. Okay, and then now Galleria, gifts and purchases. Let's do the gift first. So Kathy and I, Susan Greening Davis from, what's her name? What does she call herself? Stitching with Susan? Is that
Yeah,
what she
Stitching-
goes by?
still Stitching with
Still
Susan.
Stitching with Susan. So anyway, she came up to both of me and Kathy, and she handed us both these bags.
I have mine. I didn't think to bring it out.
And
Shame on
inside the
me.
cute little bag are these beautiful bookmarks,
Hand stitched.
hand stitched, and they're from Italy, I believe she said.
Beautiful. It's like on like an 18 count linen of some sort.
Mhm.
So someone actually stitched this, not me
Yeah,
and not Susan, but someone
so
did.
nice gift from Susan.
Mm-hmm.
So
Thank you, Susan.
thank you, Susan. And now I know I said on our last video that I only needed 15 minutes to go shopping at Galleria, and I was able to get down there Thursday evening because one more Galleria tidbit, the promo or whatever you want to call it, the push to get members up to the fourth floor on Wednesday and early during the day on Thursday to pick up their badges and gifts worked. So by the time
I didn't know there was an ulterior motive.
well, why should they wait in line on Thursday evening?
True.
They should just be able to get in there and go. So by the time shopping opened at 6, was it? Yeah, we had maybe 15 people that still were waiting to pick up. That was it. So it was a beautiful thing. They came up the elevator and off they went shopping. So anyway, I was able to run down to get the one and only thing I wanted that I said on the last video.
The one and only thing you knew you wanted.
I knew I wanted.
Yes.
Right. So this, I ran down to Beth Twist Heartstring Samplery's room and I got
The T-ball.
the T-ball ornament. T-ball ornament. I'll open it up for you and show you. So I'm going.
I didn't know what people were talking about. I kept hearing T-ball, T-ball, T, and I'm like, what? Like I'm thinking something for golf. I had no idea
Right.
what she was talking about.
pretty
Because
cool.
I am not a tea drinker. I'm a coffee drinker, so it didn't make sense to me.
This will be definitely out of my comfort zone. So here's the chart. And I was talking with Miss Beth, and she said it's this T-ball. There it is. You get one of those too. She said it's similar to stitching on 36 count, but then you can make adjustments if you want to, or any one of these designs that are in her chart. The T-ball gets a little bit harder to stitch if your design gets close to these edges, is what she's saying.
Oh, she's not. She doesn't go very, very close on most of them.
Right. So the kit also includes the needle. There's the needle. And then she also included the floss, DMC. So
the floss is only for one of these, or does all of them use those colors?
I didn't think to ask her.
Oh, it looks like they all use those same
use the
colors.
same color?
Yeah,
Oh,
so you
that's
could
cool.
take whatever design you want.
So
Very nice.
stepping out of my comfort zone, I'm gonna try this.
That's a really creative idea.
Right.
I mean, once in a while you hear of these really kind of unique projects, and that's one of them.
Right. So Miss Beth was a pleasure to meet. It was a pleasure to meet you, Beth. I know she watches us. I didn't know.
Really?
Yeah, she told us she
Oh,
watches.
wow. I didn't know that.
And because she actually held one of these aside for me in case I didn't get down soon enough. She put one aside just for me. So thank you, Beth. I really appreciate that. She's a really down to earth, very friendly, sweet person, and tall. Didn't realize how tall she was. So anyway, thank you very much,
That's
Beth.
because Nancy's shrinking.
Yeah, I am shrinking.
She's getting shorter.
am.
We have a chair cushion, and it was kind of on my chair, and I said, "Why don't you take the chair cushion so
I'll be
you
taller."
don't look so short next to me."
So anyway,
She
and
has
then
more stash.
just a little bit more. I didn't really have the funds to spend, so I quickly ran through the rooms because I didn't really start shopping until like 3 o'clock on Saturday, and the show was over at 5 o'clock Saturday. So I quickly ran through the rooms, and I decided to give a try to a company I had not even sure I've ever heard of, but I thought I'd give their products a try. So I went into the Color and Cotton room, and they are manufacturers of fabric and threads.
Well, they're dyers. I
Or
guess.
dyers. So of course, Nancy loves lilac, so I picked this up. This is 36 count Edinburgh. That's bought an eighth of, no, that's a quarter. I bought a quarter of this. I have no idea what I'm stitching on it. This next piece is, don't know if you can show on camera, but it's actually green. It's a greenish tinge. It's called Belvedere. Got a quarter of this too. That's 32 count. And then I bought just an eighth of this one. This is a 36 count. It's just a limited edition, so I don't know what color it is. These two, I'm sure I'll have no problem picking something to stitch on. The lilac might take a little bit of thinking. But prior to us recording, I did mention something to Kathy that I'm going to try. And then I got some of their, just 2 colorways of their threads. This is called the Soft Purples. It was a thread 5-pack. And here are those. Let go. There we go. These are their 5 soft purples. Very pretty. So again, just me and purple. I don't know what I'll use them for. maybe I should try this. Next colorway is dark or dusty. It's called dusty purple. These are darker. Maybe these darker ones might work well on lilac. I don't know. Anyway, these are called the dusty purples. Maybe the two darker ones. What do you think?
You have to find the right project for it.
Right. So I just wanted to give them a try, and I don't know if I've watched anybody on Flosstube that's used their products, but we'll find out. So stay tuned. Okay, and that is all of my haul.
I had one thing I purchased, and trust me, I was in just about every single room because I usually try to go around and say a few words to my vendors, make sure they're doing okay, any complaints, any problems.
Handed out a goodie bag.
Hand out a goodie bag, but I did not get to shop per se. I literally, it took probably a couple hours to get through all the rooms because people want to talk to you, and meanwhile you're getting called back because there's this issue you have to take care of and that issue. So I did no shopping. I didn't have a chance to do any shopping. So, but
except
in one of the rooms, in Erica Michaels' room, I saw Linda had made these homemade pin cushions. She made like little jelly roll things, little jelly roll, small little pin cushions, and then she made some out of, like, she might have had an antique china cup or something, and she put a wool something inside and made a little pin cushion that way. And I love pumpkins, so when I was waiting to talk to her about whatever, I saw this. It was in a white, the milk glass, and the pumpkin sat in the top, and it was one of those with those little loopies around. I know there's a name for it, but I can't remember, where some people put their scissors around it. And I saw that, I'm like, oh, I'd love to have this. This is beautiful. But I, of course, didn't have money on me or anything, and no credit card, of course, because my credit card was stolen. And so I went back to my room and never gave it another thought. And the next morning, or later that afternoon, I'm not sure if it was the same day or the next day, Linda pops her head in the Inspired Needle room. She goes, Kathy, I just want to tell you that pumpkin is still there. Because I said something about, well, maybe if it's meant to be, it'll still be there or something like that. And so she let me know it was still there. And I thought about it for maybe 10 minutes. And I said, that's it. I'm borrowing money from the company. I'm not, what we're doing.
You're not putting it up. You're going to go get it.
Well, no, I'm not pilfering money or embezzling. I'm not embezzling money from my company. I just took money out of the drawer and I gave it to Nancy. And I said, Nancy, please go get me that cushion because I will so regret it if I don't buy it.
I would have gotten it, putting that on my credit card for her. That's all she had to do is tell me. But anyway, she replaced the money to the company.
Don't worry.
Don't worry about that.
We're not embezzlers here at Inspired Needle.
Okay. And, well, speaking, just two more Galleria things. Sorry, guys. Linda Stoltz is a very nice woman.
Sorry, I thought you were going to say, like, give us some words of wisdom about Linda. I wasn't expecting very nice woman.
She's very down to earth.
Just like Beth, yes.
Actually, she sat with us at breakfast one morning, and enjoyable talking with her. And so her, and also, her name just went right out of me. Never mind, I'll think of it. She was the one that was very sick with the pumpkins last year.
Oh, Janice.
Oh, yeah.
Janice
Note.
Note.
I'm sorry, Janice. Wow, Janice Note of Noteworthy Needle. Her and I sat for breakfast together 2 or 3 days. And
she's up early then.
Yeah, she's an early morning riser.
If she ever even went to bed.
Yeah.
Because I know she had a lot of work on her plate.
So, really nice people. I haven't gotten to know anybody all that well, designer-wise.
Yeah, because we usually she's usually chained to the table, as my other sister would have said.
Yeah.
She said she was chained to the table.
Yeah, registration.
Yes, and it's like, well, that was your job, to come to Galleria to work the registration table. But we did let her out. She was complaining. She only had an hour and a half to shop. And when it was all said and done, she was only going to get an hour and a half to shop. And my Pam and Debbie friends that help me no matter where I go, retreat or celebration or Galleria, that was so funny because we all went to dinner. Mary, my sister Mary, and her friend from Florida, hi Kathy, and Pam and Debbie. So we all went out to dinner, and my sister Mary's complaining she's only going to have an hour and a half to shop at Galleria. And Pam and Debbie were like, what? An hour and a half? We got 15 minutes. It was so funny. It's like
they actually got longer because
they did the next day.
I told them just go and shop because I didn't need to go shopping because I really wasn't going to spend any money.
Well, I went into our room on Saturday. I have to work it so that I don't have to be in my room because it's just too hard. I need to be elsewhere doing stuff. And so, but anyway, we did let them have pretty much a big chunk of the morning and afternoon. And yeah,
I broke them for lunch, and then they came back, and I said, just go shopping. I'll cover you. Take as much time as you want.
Yeah, because it slowed down enough on Saturday that Nancy and I were able to handle it pretty much during the day.
Right. So, all right, guys, we seem to be blabbering here a lot. So
yeah, we're getting really late. It's 15 minutes already.
50 minutes. We have one more thing. Guess what?
What's in the bag, I bet?
What's in the bag? And
know.
guess what? Sure. I remembered to bring the bag this time.
She's the what's in the bag. Did you show Romy your dog? Did you have the bag with you?
No,
Aren't
I didn't
you glad
bring
it wasn't this bag that got stolen?
Yeah, no kidding. No,
with
I
your
didn't.
stitching? Can you imagine Can you imagine if what they stole? What was in Nancy's backpack was? The backpack was valuable, but it was just she was using it like a cooler. It was just keeping some things cold. Yeah. She had ice packs in there and
creamers
stuff.
And 2 jugs of Gatorade.
Yeah, but can you imagine if her stitching bag was stolen?
Yeah,
that would be horrific. That would almost be worse than the credit cards. Not really, but almost worse than credit cards. Depends how much cash was in there.
So what I brought with is just a photo. I brought this with to show Miss Beth Twist and Heartstring Samplery.
Oh, you did show it to Beth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I hope there's not too much glare. So many moons ago, I stitched this piece. Oh, I forgot to get the chart off the wall.
I asked Nancy to stitch this.
The church roll. Well, Kathy gave it to me for Christmas. The linen and the threads and everything. And so I stitched it. And this young lady who received it was maybe 18 months old at the time I gave it to her. Her name is Macy, and a friend of a friend actually made, where's my finger, this doll.
Yeah, she's sitting here. This is the doll.
No, the doll. Spit an image of the doll on the chart, and then I was able to go to Etsy and buy that tea set. And so I asked Macy's mom, please take me a picture of Macy with the church roll. And she did above and beyond my expectations. Beautiful photos. So that's what's in the bag. So
that's cute, really cute. Yeah. That was my favorite pattern of Beth's. Once upon a time, I just loved it, and I thought that was such a cute idea to give a little girl something to play with, or a little boy if he wants to play with the little doll. I mean, it doesn't have to be either one. But just to keep them quiet during a morning church service or evening, whatever, keep them occupied so that they're not blabbering or fidgeting or whatever. So cute.
So that is our What's in the Bag segment.
So there you go, our saga. And I'm sure you'll be seeing other things coming up from Galleria. I have, and it's like, what was I thinking when I planned my retreat a week and a half after Galleria? My first retreat. So I have one coming up next week, which I am not prepared for yet. I'm still working out the kinks.
After we're done recording, her and I are going to sit down, and we have, there's Kathy's notebook. We're going to write it down. What do we need to do? And we're going to see if we can accomplish it. And if we can't, then we maybe will eliminate. So
yes.
You know what? She does this all the time. You know what it is? It's just stress. And she's fretting. She's worried it's not going to go, nothing's going to go right. And when we get there, it's going to pretty much go flawlessly.
Well, the retreat I've had a little more experience than Galleria, but they're all getting pretty much where they run themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
I just have to remember to do everything, which I don't always remember.
Right.
I should have a checklist.
Exactly. So those of you that actually watch our video and are attending our retreat, I would love to give Kathy like 1 day of peace and quiet. So if you could come and bug me instead,
Jeez.
let Kathy have
We'll see.
just a chill day, and because in my opinion, I'm somewhat capable, somewhat just as capable as you, as far as what's going to happen at the retreat, as far as purchasing items and ordering if something's not there you need. I can do all that.
We'll give Nancy. We'll give her the notebook.
Man, give me the notebook and the computer, and I'll take care of all the purchasing and ordering. All right, we're blabbed enough. So
okay, well, thank you. Thanks for bearing with us. Thanks for hearing all our sad tales. But it was great. Overall, it was great. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming to Galleria and for listening and putting up with us. So moving onward, upward, and everything is going to get brighter and better going forward. And like I always say, may your needle be inspired. Thanks, Flosstube.
Bye, everybody.
Well, I'm at the shop, and I wanted to show you some of the floss fobs that we have here. We took these to Galleria, and there's some left. Oh, there's scissor fobs here too, but these are made from Sampling of Memories. That's LaDonna Snellbaker, and I just wanted to give you a close-up look at some of them. If you're interested in purchasing any, you can contact the shop. Our email will be listed below. Our phone number will be listed below. And so now I'm going to try to get as close up. Sorry for the glare. These are on the table right under the light. So there's some Halloween ones here. And I don't want to take them out of the packaging because some of these do not belong to me. Look at those cute cats. Stop by for a spell. There's one with a black background and a beige background. Pumpkin with a little crow on it, and all of them are beautiful. That one's a scissor with a little clasp at the top. Those are for like a pair of scissors. This one is a floss ring. We have some little autumn, could be pumpkin or not, Halloween or not, could just be for autumn. Farm fresh eggs. Another black cat, some ducks. A little sampler. It's hard to tell what some of these are. Oh, there's a little girl. Unless you're here in person looking at them, it's kind of hard to tell. Some little Easter egg spring. Farm fresh buttermilk. Tarantula venom. More ducks. There's like a rooster. And she has these all decorated so beautifully with the charms on them. There's a black cat on a pumpkin. Another sampler. Oh, there's like a heart and hand with a beautiful heart charm. They all have charms and little jingle janglies. So some stockings for Christmas. Trying to get a good look for all of them. Taking the glare off. Black cat, pumpkins. That one's Hello Fall. A Christmas tree, looks like. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. There's another cat. Another spider. And these are good too, if you just have, some skeins that you want to wrangle instead of just floundering around in your stitching bag. This is good, to keep them separate with a project. Just throw your skeins of floss on the floss ring, and all your floss is contained. It's a nice way to do it, and it's a little decorative too. A lot of people do themes for their floss ring jewelry, I guess, or you want to call it. Your floss jewelry. That's pretty funny. She's a cute little girl with a sheep. So there you have it. Just some cute little decorative items. Certainly nothing we need, but it's always fun to have. So like I said, get a hold of us, email, call us, phone call, if you'd like to pick up one of these scissor fobs or floss rings. Okay, until next time, may your needle be inspired.